Hey guys, it's Tahira, and today I'm doing something I've never done on my channel, but I'm really excited to, and that is an unhaul. Not a haul, an unhaul, which instead of gaining books, you get rid of books. Now, unhauls are controversial videos because I might unhaul one of your favorite books, and I'm fine with that because it wasn't my favorite book. But yeah, I just have a few books that I think it's time to get rid of them because I also need room on my shelf. So I think it's time. Yeah, but without further ado, let's just go ahead and get started. The first book I'm going to be unhauling is Leviathan by Scott Westerfeld. Leviathan I got 2 years ago when I was in 8th grade. I'm going to like 11th grade now. But this I got because I was at this bookstore and I needed this book for school. And the only bookstore that had that book was running a deal where you could buy 5 hardcovers for $5. Basically, trying to get this book for school, I was looking around for books that I could get in the YA section, and I saw this and I was wanting to read it and I had heard of it, so I was like, okay, why not pick it up? 2 years later, I still haven't read it, and honestly, I don't really want to. I have no idea if I will ever get to this book, and I probably won't, so I'm gonna get rid of it because I don't want it cluttering my shelf when I could put other books that I love there. But yeah, I rarely get rid of books that I haven't read, and this just happened to be one of them because I know I already have so many other books and so many new releases that are coming out in the next few months, in the next year, that I really don't think that I'm gonna get to it, and if I do, then it will be like years from now, and I don't want to wait that long. The second book I actually got from that same bookstore, and that is The Last Olympian by Rick Riordan. I actually love Rick Riordan, but the reason I'm unhauling this is because this is literally the only book I have in the series. So there at the bookstore, I was actually trying to look for the first book in this series, but I could not find it, so I decided why not get this, and I'll just start growing my collection now with the last book. But I really don't have any plans to start because Rick Riordan's books they're numerous. There's so many that I don't think I'm gonna start collecting them, and if I ever want to reread them, I'll just get it from the library. I think it's time to get rid of this because I really don't need it, and I don't have any other books in the series. The next 2 books are actually a series that I never plan on finishing because I didn't like it, and that is the 1,000 Pieces of You series, which has 1,000 Pieces of You and 1,000 Skies Above You by Claudia Gray. I bought this book, I think, solely because of the cover, because look how pretty this book is. Just like the watercolor effect is beautiful on it, and that's why I picked it up, because the title sounded cool. I don't know, I don't even know if I read the synopsis, but yeah, I got this one too because the cover, just the colors work beautifully and the cover is really beautiful. But I read it and I did not like it, and the third book I think came out, it's been like a year or 2 maybe, I don't even know, and I don't plan on finishing it because I'm not that interested in it anymore. I really hope I was, because it does look beautiful on the shelf, but I just don't really plan on finishing it, so I don't want to keep it. The next 2 books are a series that I also don't plan on finishing, and that is the 5th Wave series by Rick Yancey, which include the 5th Wave and the Infinite Sea, and the last book, the Last Star I think it's called, but I don't own it. This book series I'm getting rid of because originally I read the 5th Wave and I liked it, but then I went on and I realized that I actually didn't like it. I don't know, it happens with books where you think you like it, but then you like let it sit in your mind and then you realize that you didn't actually like it that much. It's a weird phenomenon, but you know, I did not like this book, and I liked this even less, and I thought I would get to the last book and try to finish the series because I rarely leave series hanging in the middle, but this one I just have absolutely no interest in it whatsoever. I even removed it from my want to read shelf from Goodreads, I think, like a while ago, so I have absolutely no intention of reading this and no desire. The next book I'm planning to unhaul is The Girls by Emma Cline. The Girls I was super excited for because Emma from Emma Books really liked it, and she said it follows the Manson family, and I was interested in it and it sounded really cool, but then I read it and it wasn't what I was expecting. I rated it like 2 stars, and I don't want it anymore because I don't think it needs to be on my shelf. It was just different than what I was expecting, and I didn't like it, so I'm getting rid of it. I do like the cover. I think it's very intriguing and it's very cool, but just I did not like the book as much as I really wanted to because I was super excited for it and I was severely let down. The next book I will be unhauling is The Shadow Queen by CJ Redwine. I got this book a long time ago from Amazon Books in Seattle. when I used to live there, and then I read it and I absolutely don't remember anything that happened in this book. It's kind of unforgettable. I have no intention of rereading a book, and I really don't. It wasn't a bad book, it wasn't a great book either. It's very forgettable, and I don't see myself rereading it in the future, so this is going out. Also, this, when you open it and the first like kind of end pages, has this beautiful map, which I'm kind of like sad about, but also not really. The next book I will be unhauling is The Diabolic by S.J. Kincaid. The Diabolic I read I think like a year ago, and I thought I liked it, but I liked it and I didn't like it. It's so weird. Like, it's kind of like the Shadow Queen, where it wasn't bad, but it wasn't like fantastic either, and the story is kind of forgettable. I actually don't remember what the story is about now that I think about it. I don't have any intention of reading the second book, The Empress, which came out recently, and I don't want to read it, and it doesn't really interest me as much anymore. I thought I would like to read the second book, but I really don't, so this is going out of my collection. Let's see if there's any more books I can find. I probably can. Yes, so I'm here. This is I'm pretty sure you've never seen this shelf before, but this is where my bottom shelf is, where I have all the rest of my books. The shelf you usually see up there is basically half my collection, and then this is like the other half. I don't even think you can see me right now. I have no idea because I don't have a viewfinder on my camera, but you know what, we're gonna see if we can find more books. Actually, I was originally thinking of doing the Unhaul challenge, but then I realized that I would be skipping a lot of the prompts because I don't have books that fit them, so I just decided to do a regular unhaul so I don't have to follow any like rules. But yeah, anyway, so I have a lot of books that I could potentially unhaul. Like, I have Gemini by Sonia Mukherjee, but I actually won this from a Goodreads giveaway, and I did not like it. I gave it 2 stars. But also, I kind of don't want to unhaul it because it is signed by the author. I was lucky enough to get a hardcover signed copy from a Goodreads giveaway, which is, I feel like it's really rare, and so I don't want to give this up. Also, I really like this cover, but I did not like this book, so I'm debating on this one. We'll put this one to the side. And we have this book, A Corner of White. I read this recently. It wasn't terrible, but it wasn't amazing either. But I got this as a gift for my birthday, this like past birthday, and I don't want to give it up. I think I want to keep it. I think this is a book I could read in the future. Then there's this book, which I got on my 13th birthday, so like 3 years ago or 3.5 years ago, and I read it and I liked it, but I don't know if I would reread this. Like, it's so hard because I liked this book, but I don't have any intention of rereading in the future. Like, maybe, but I already have so many books I need to read. I don't know, the unhauling books is hard. We also have a contender for 3 Dark Crowns, but I've heard that the second book in the series is really good, so I'm planning on picking that one up because I did like this book. I thought it was really slow, but I'm willing to pick up the second book if it picks up, so hopefully the story gets better. I don't know, I think I'm gonna hold on to this one. You know, now that I think about it, I actually don't have that many books that I'd want to unhaul. Like, me with my rating system, I'm pretty lenient, so if I rate a book like really low, and if I hated a book, that's like, it means something. I think I'm gonna hold on to this one because I feel like I might reread it in the future when I have like nothing to read. But then there's also this one that I think is really pretty, but I gave it 2 stars and I didn't like it, but it's also signed by the author, so I don't want to give it up. And also, I'm not that kind of booktuber that has like a million arcs that I could like unhaul, because I don't have any arcs except for my arc from Tinkle with Love, and I'm not giving that up because it's my first arc. Also, from my only arc is signed and personalized by the author. So, you know, this is hard. You know, I think I'm gonna keep this because it's the very first book I ever won from a Goodreads giveaway, and the cover is pretty. So I'm willing to keep this one if it means that it can stay on my shelf, and the font is so pretty. Oh my god, like, I wish I could use this font. I'm such a nerd. I'm like praising the font of a book. I don't know what this is. This clip could be deleted. I don't even know if this video is going up because it's a hot mess, and I might refilm it later. I might refilm this video later when I have more books, because I feel like this video is already so short. But you know what? I can't find any books I thought I would be able to. Like, there's so many books that I could, like the Underground Railroad. Like, I liked it, but I don't know if I'm gonna reread it because I picked it up for school. Again, Gemini, it's signed and stuff. It's not personalized, but it's signed by the author, and it's my very first Goodreads giveaway book, and it's pretty, so I'm keeping it. You know what? I think we're done with this angle. Let's get up. This video is a hot mess. I don't even know if this video is gonna see the light of day. I'm gonna see in editing if it's worth it for like the internet to like lay their eyes on. I'm pretty sure it's not gonna be. I'm pretty sure I'm talking crazy to myself. I'm just talking to myself. If it's a miracle and this video is being viewed by you, then that is it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.